2021 Business Design Competition. Brought to you by Enterprise Cayman. Sponsored by Cayman Enterprise City. Dozens of teams applied, 10 finalists were chosen. But there would only be one winner of a grand prize worth over $25,000. Everyone else gets a chicken dinner.
So when I found out that we were one of the finalists, it was really exciting. We did some prep work right before joining the competition, so just realizing that we were one, that the judge picked our idea was good motivation to move forward and keep going with the idea that we had.
When I found out that my team was one of the top 10 finalists, I was really excited because it was exhilarating because I never thought we would reach this point.
I felt really amazed or amazing when I found out that our team was chosen as one of the 10 finalists.
So we did our best when we signed up for this, right? But we knew that the competition was going to be hard. So yeah, it was really great to know that we were selected as one of the top 10.
I felt really excited. This was exactly the nudge that I needed at the right time to take my idea forward.
I actually had a weird reaction where I was trying my best to stay calm, but physiologically I felt this really strong jitter in my stomach. So it's like a weird situation where I was trying to stay calm and cool, I don't want to seem overly excited in front of my wife, but deep down I was actually really, really excited.
The competition started, we started promoting in December, and competitors had until the end of January to submit their ideas. After that deadline, we selected the top 10 teams to make it through to the competition finals. And during the finals, during the process leading up to the pitch and test day, we did a really intensive design weekend. And that design weekend included workshops from how to market your business, how to do market research, how to go out for funding, how to, what's involved in business ethics. So a whole bunch of new ideas and just really quick, punchy workshops where I was able to bring everyone together and help to foster their ideas.
One part of the design weekend was the opportunity for all 10 teams to practice their pitches on camera.
Vast majority. Could I start over?
Yeah, it's gonna start.
Provide solution to the ongoing problem.
All right. Yeah. Okay, let's roll.
Okay.
We'll be able to save your company time, increase accuracy, and make your company make more. Okay, I screwed it up.
Dude.
Okay, let me do one more.
We'll come in for. Hang on. I need to do the part over.
Cayman Marine Guide is an all-encompassing. Oh, sorry. Can I redo this?
I am very perseverant. I will do what I have to do in order to get things done. I like to solve problems, and I like to
going through the process of finding mobile car wash. I think that's it.
All right.
I have this overarching concept called Kizen Law, which is about iteratively developing a suite of legal services and products to disrupt the legal market. One of those concepts is a legal marketplace. So the idea behind it is to, in simple terms, help individuals and small businesses find suitable lawyers very easily. So using smart technologies, we will take information from a user about what problems, issues, or concerns they're facing and match them with the most suitable lawyers for them, together with customized quotes. This takes the hassle, time, effort, and money, I suppose, ultimately, out of having to find the best lawyer for you.
It's called a business design competition for a reason, and we are trying to identify and create a business from this. We want somebody to validate that there is a business need for this, for their idea, and then help them, kickstart it with the prize money. And if that business is successful and it creates 1-2 jobs, that's huge. That's amazing success.
We saw an opportunity, we had an idea, and we thought, let's go for it.
There are a lot of things for us to learn during these exercises, right? And us as software developers lack a lot of abilities, especially with regards to design and UX and stuff like that. So personally, I thought this was a great opportunity to learn about that as well.
Yeah. Design Weekend really did affect our plans, because what it did was jumpstart our development and give us the tools of what we need to do to take this project to the next level. So, for example, in day 1, we did the wireframes. We got that taken care of, and that was a very informative class. And then we learned about how to effectively pitch our project. So from these 2 days, we've had the tools that we'll need to have an effective pitch in about a month.
Design Weekend experience was really great. I learned so much information that I could put towards my business, and that will allow it to propel to in the future.
I'll be doing a pitch day in a month, and I feel a little nervous, but at the same time excited and motivated. I think that we actually have a chance of winning and possibly in the top 3 right now. So, with a little bit of hard work now, I think we'll be okay come pitch day.
After completing an intensive design weekend, the 10 finalist teams had 1 month to prepare for pitch day, the final event where the grand prize winner would be determined.
I've been working really hard over the last month, and particularly this week, preparing as best as I can up till 2 a.m. every night. So I do feel really well prepared, and I just hope that my memory lives up to what it needs to be on the day.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I believe that a great education is a basic human right. My job is tutoring science and maths, and I love my job. This is one of my students, James. He came here this week needing help understanding how electric circuits worked. I explained to him as clearly as I could. And then the look of delight on his face when he finally understood. He'd been struggling with it all week. That struggle is something every student faces on a daily basis. Students, just like James, get frustrated and stuck until someone comes to help fill those gaps. But in reality, those gaps oftentimes don't get filled. Private tutoring is one way to fill those gaps, but it's very expensive. Wouldn't it be ideal if those lessons were free? Now, free private tutoring in person is just not scalable. But free video lessons are. This is what Z Academy is all about. The opportunity for students to quickly learn something they've missed or didn't understand at school using amazing videos and practice questions. Z Academy is for millions of students all around the world, all for free.
I think your idea has a lot of potential, but one of the biggest challenges that I see here is the technology part. Like, yes, you can have a lot of content, a lot of videos, but I don't see, at least right now, how this will keep students using the platform over and over again, like challenge them, like having like some sort of a gamification or something like Duolingo, because they always keep pushing the students to come back to our platform.
Absolutely. By far the most engaging thing for students is them learning what they were stuck on. Okay, so it's not about making the lesson like fun for my students. That's not what I try to do. I try to be super clear and make it very easy to understand for them. And when they understand, they feel that delight themselves. When they learn, they feel that delight. So at the core, it's great learning content. In addition to that, we can try to think of things to gamify it and keep it engaging. In my experience, great learning is engaging by itself.
I remember my lines, which is all I was mostly worried about, and I thought I delivered it with great energy as planned.
The only thing was about halfway through my legs started shaking uncontrollably, and that sort of distracted me, and I was also hoping no one saw it. But other than that, I thought it went great.
Oh man, how do we feel about this presentation? We're kind of nervous, but excited at the same time, and we can't wait for it to be over. Imagine growing up in a world where your culture is overlooked. One of the biggest frustrations as a marketer for the past 8 years is finding content that accurately represents the Caribbean region. Here you'll have an image of what we consider an inauthentic representation of the Caribbean. Patty is never served with rice and bean. In 2020, Getty Images stated that they know that their platform lacks diversity and inclusion, so we know that there is a gap in the marketplace. How does Caribbean Image plan to solve this?
We plan to solve this with authentic representation of the Caribbean islands through capturing Caribbean images, creating Caribbean content, and sharing Caribbean culture. Why? Because every culture has a story. We will tell ours. This is two pictures of accurate representations of the Caribbean region. The first picture was taken by a Jamaican photographer, as well as the second one was taken by a Cayman Islands blogger as well. Our competitive advantage will be that we'll be the first to market, we'll have a niche market, as well as have authentic imagery, we'll have contributor incentives, as well as a website that will be easy to use. We'll have a feature that is not done on any other platform, and this is our interactive map. We want to curate a visual experience of all the Caribbean islands through their attractions, the food, the people, the culture, the entertainment, and even their sports.
So let's talk a little bit about money.
As a user of the site, what's the kind of pricing model? Am I paying per photo, or do I subscribe and I have unlimited access to photography there? And how does that compare to like the pricing that you get at Getty or at iStock or Shutterstock? Or?
Awesome question. So on Shutterstock or iStock or Getty, their starting price is about $49 for individual downloads in a pack. Our starting price will be about $35. So you'll get individual downloads of 5, 10, 15, or 20, or you could download per image if you just want a one-time use. No commitment. Then we move on to our subscriptions. So if you're a media company, for example, then we'd have subscriptions that are subscriptions for multi-users. So if I'm a single marketer and I own my own firm, then you have that one-use subscription. And then for media companies, we have multi-use subscriptions where we ensure that all your users are legally covered for the content that they're using. So there's several pricing structures throughout it.
I have a question. So you're looking at a lot of content, and this is obviously your intellectual property. How do you plan to protect this from people just screenshotting and basically taking their Adobe Photoshop? I mean, what do you have for prevention to actually protect your assets?
Okay, so that's a very good question. And we're going to ensure that we have watermarks on all our images, and not just one watermark in the middle like we saw with Shutterstock. What we're thinking of is having several watermarks throughout the image so that even if you screen grab it, you won't be able to like crop and use the image itself.
It was very nerve-wracking. You think you're going in calm, and then as soon as it starts, all the nerves starts to take over. But I think we really got through the points and the stuff that we wanted to feature about our business idea.
We practiced all night last night, and we practiced this morning. We presented in front of our parents and our friends, and we feel like we're very ready.
My name is Abigail Turner.
And I'm Alicia Turner, and we're the owners of the Pet Chaperone. To all the pet owners out there who are looking for an extra 30 minutes out of their day to improve themselves, the Pet Chaperone has found your solution by bringing you K-Hound, Cayman's first on-demand dog walking app and pet care services app.
This is Kirk. She is a 28-year-old lawyer who lives in a one-bedroom apartment in South Sound. She's single and has no family, but she has a lovely dog named Bella. While at work, Karen decides to stay back for an extra 30 minutes to work on her business. But then she remembers that Bella needs her evening walk.
She also remembers seeing Kayhan being advertised on her Facebook page. So she downloads the app, creates a pet profile for Bella, and signs up.
After she completes Bella's profile, she reaches the home page and realizes Kayhan offers dog walking, weekly walks, drop-in visits, house sitting, overnight stays, and pet taxi services.
So I noticed in the beginning there was a lot of personal information on a client, and of course there's personal addresses, and now dog walkers are going into people's homes. How have you secured people's personal information and make sure that all that is secure?
Right, there will be a privacy policy to where these users will give us permission to have access to their profile and their information, their dog's information. We also would include insurance for like a peril insurance. So if the dog walkers or pet caretakers under our care damages anything in the user's house, our company will be able to pay for that. And the pet caretakers will also have insurance as well.
Question, so you've got your revenue from walking dogs and advertising. Have you considered taking your partnerships to these local companies and actually selling them space to advertise on your app?
I wouldn't say advertise, but we would get a certain percentage when they sign up to our app, and that would be our way of advertising by including them on our app and allowing individuals and users to see them firsthand.
So you're giving them money to come to your app?
The opposite way. Okay. They're giving us, yeah. The presentation went really well. The judges were engaged and the audience were engaged as well. We got some reactions and a lot of questions, and it really looked like the judges were interested, and so were the crowd. So we do expect users to be using our app very soon.
We feel great about going to the presentation. I mean, it's Judgment Day, so at this point, do or die, so you gotta get all the butterflies out of your system and do the best you can.
So let's talk about this big problem. When companies have fixed assets, such as machinery or computers, they face two important issues: how to record and track the data, and how to access the data. When I was leading these finance teams, we always used Excel, far from the perfect solution. I remember getting very simple questions from the CEO, such as, how much did it cost to build our brand new store in Soho? I found that half of these answers were in people's inboxes, and the other half were living in these dead Excel spreadsheets. At that point in time, I knew the legacy process was broken. It is manual and time-consuming. It is prone to errors and inaccuracies, and there was a complete lack of visibility.
How will this fix the data entry problem? Because that's just a people issue.
Yeah, sure. So in terms of like uploading the data, we're going to use similar solutions out there. So OCR, Bill.com, what you do is you upload an invoice. It'll actually take the most important data onto it. So for example, what type of asset it is, how much it costs, what's the useful life. You'll have a chance to actually review that to make sure the inputs are correct. You'll have a level review. So let's say you're my manager, I'm the associate, I put it in, it has to be set up so you have to actually review it, and then that's how it actually gets into RecordKeep. From that point in time with those assumptions, let's say your computer costs $1,000, you say it lasts 5 years, like there's no manipulation in Excel, your Excel doesn't go away, it doesn't crash, our software will automatically calculate everything.
But I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Be honest.
The budget that you guys put it here for, I think employee related would be the IT part, the development of the platform is too low. This is a lot of data. It's really, really challenging. You guys are competing with like QuickBooks, for example. Like the QuickBooks desktop is ridiculous. The setup is really hard. It's not user friendly, and building this platform, from my perspective, is the biggest challenge.
Great. Yeah. So like we have like a low base and best scenario. This is definitely like our base scenario. We have about $3.4 million cumulatively. So this $2 million in cash is year 5 alone. So by year 5, we'll have $3.4 million of excess cash. So we would love your advice. Hey, like, because I never built a software before, you would come to me, hey, like, I think this is like a little too low. Can you like, level set with me? So I've projected my venture capital funding, my seed round, where we have $3.4 million of excess cash. What do we do with that? Great idea. I thought we did pretty well. We explained the problem, we explained our solution very clearly, and Vlad did an excellent job of showing the potential. Who does it reach?
Clement did an excellent job of explaining the product and showing what we're actually going to solve.
A little nervous. I could have been more prepared, I suppose, but I'm glad that the day is finally here and it will be over soon.
Hi, my name is Tricia, and my startup is Kizen Law. To solve Cayman's access to justice problem by 2030. What is Kizen Law? It means law made simple. This is an online legal marketplace. Imagine LegalZoom. You will have seen the ads. It's based in the United States. It has a collection of legal documents that can be downloaded by the user for a small subscription plan. We will do the same, but we will go far beyond that. We are targeting initially the market for legal market for small businesses, bridging the gap between small businesses on the one hand and solo and small practitioners on the other who service them.
So I'm wondering if there's enough people without the knowledge and money to get their own lawyer that would actually need your services.
Well, there is always going to be a limit to scalability within Cayman with any service solution. We recognize that this is home and this is where we want to start. It is the perfect size population to test this type of model. The long-term idea is to scale internationally, sort of thing.
Okay.
In terms of pricing, I know you said there's lots of different pricing models you could do. Is there any approximate or average or guide towards a typical user cost and what you're expecting users to pay? And I'll just do second part is, are you convinced that there's people who will access YouTube or other sources of free information online? Are you convinced your price point is attractive enough to convert enough of those people and that you're going to be providing something that they can't just get by with for free already?
The cost that we have used in our financial plan, the average cost is just $100. Actually, from the research that I conducted of small business owners, this was spread across a few countries though, but the responses were that they were prepared to pay up to $200. So I think there will be varying price points depending on perhaps the size of the business, and what package of products they want to access on a regular basis. So I averaged it at 100 for now. And then the second, I have a bad memory, obviously.
No, that's fine. I mean, you're talking to the small businesses, and I think, yeah, it's a lot less money than you would pay for any sort of legal service now. I suppose I was looking almost to his point about the individual market, and then, there's a lot of people using Reddit or YouTube for free. Is your price point going to attract that individual market, which might be where more growth is, possibly in the small business market?
Mm-hmm. Certainly for Cayman, there are almost next to no solutions on Google and YouTube because most of the lawyers here don't use those media portals to publish their content. And even in the United States, it's a bit like, feeling around in the dark. Whereas we guide people in a logical, sequential way through problems, which I think they will value. Small business owners don't have a lot of time on their hands, and they will value our ability to help them in a sort of in a guided, structured fashion. Individuals as well. The price point for individuals will probably have to be lower. But I think as long as we provide a variety, then each person or small business can just select what best suits them.
So relieved. You can see the relief on my face. I'm happy it's over and it went all right.
So a lot has gone into this, meeting with advisors, doing our financial plan, our marketing plan, the pitch deck, pitch outlines, a bunch of collaboration, especially with Cayman Enterprise City and all of our advisors. And it's been a great experience so far. Every year, millions of visitors come to the Cayman Islands to see our incredible marine life and everything we have to offer.
Well, until the COVID-19 pandemic basically crashed the tourism industry. But aren't we wondering what sort of tourism will return to Cayman? In 2019, global tourism expenditure was estimated at $1.55 trillion, and Cayman Islands had $774 million of that. Outbound tourism, or overnight tourism, was growing at a rate of 6% per year for the last 7 years. There has to be a solution to get us back to that point. But besides a global pandemic, the tourism industry faces many challenges. For tour operators, it's hard to get their name out there, and even when they do, they're sometimes forced to give most of their profits away to large hotels and cruise ships. They often don't have the time, money, and expertise to focus on marketing their company. They need to focus on what they do best, and that's sharing their experience and their passion for the marine life with visitors. Now, on the visitor side, it's hard to find a trusted tour, and one who also takes into account health, safety, and sustainability. A recent study showed 73% of consumers want to know their impact on the environment and would change their impact if they could. This is a huge trend coming on. People want to know where their money's going and how they can do to help and reduce the impact on the environment. Our solution is an interactive map, an interactive platform for marine and environment education, and will also curate local sustainable tours via our booking platform.
It returns to the Cayman Islands and size it is. How do you plan on working with those passengers and those customers with a sustainable app and competing with the onboard booking systems they have? And I suppose that is there an issue with you with the ethical side of cruise marketing with your business? And what's your commission rate that you'll be taking from operators compared to their rates? And they would be probably the largest day-to-day bookers in a pre-COVID economy.
So to answer the first part, cruise ships, they definitely have their tour packages, and that's a pull on them. We believe by having strong SEO and getting our name out there when consumers are researching where to go and where to find, we hope to be their first option. And we hope that they will choose that because of where our platform is, and it'll be right there. So they'll choose us first, basically. In terms of the commission, we have a rate around 15%, 10 to 15%. That's generally competitive towards commission rates in the industry right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably about half of what the cruise would take off them. In terms of the front end price, if I'm booking my cruise ship, I can just book right there, I'm on my ship, or I have to go and book and find you and pay. What's your price going to be to me, the user? Will it be the same, or will you be more affordable than if I booked through the cruise ship or less?
We hope to be more affordable, but at the same time, we can also charge a premium for having the sustainable aspect and showing that. So that's probably where we're going to go with that.
The judges were really attentive. They asked some questions, definitely challenging ones. So it was a great experience to get their feedback and just try and get put on the spot a little bit and test our knowledge for our companies.
Well, we are all looking forward to this presentation. We put in a lot of work, so we are excited to demonstrate what we worked on. In today's society, everything is about speed and convenience. But what about booking a service when you need it? The current process is time-consuming, unreliable, and we all know that searching can be annoying. BizHub will change that, starting with mobile car wash services. If you need your car wash, we will find you a washer within minutes. This will eliminate issues like double booking, time spent searching for an available company, and for the companies that are listed on our platform, it reduces the need to actively search for customers. BizHub will become a digital market hub with a mass number of users and a variety of service companies within your mobile device.
I'm just curious where your booking fee is just for the car wash, $2, but I see your gateway fees and your banking fees are almost $2. So I don't really see where the revenue is coming. Are you going to charge all of these businesses a membership fee? Because I don't really see enough revenue coming out of all this hard work if you're only going to be getting a few bucks.
So the Cayman Gateway would be the platform that we currently have in mind to use for our online payments. And they currently charge 50 cents per transaction along with a 2% charge. And also they charge a $99 per month. I think membership fee is it. What we're planning to do is charge $2 and the percentage, $2 and with the 2% will be charged on the companies. So within their invoice, they will be able to see all of this explained to them, so that they will understand that our service is only $2. There's other charges coming along with it.
So you're passing those fees back to the car wash and thing?
Yes.
What about the actual other memberships? Are you going to have any other revenue streams other than taking a piece of the commission of services? Are you going to charge for advertising? Are you going to have other revenue streams to pull in?
Yes, ma'am. So we also be adding our ad slot as one of our revenue stream. And that would be, we starting off at $45 per month for each company that decide to use these ad slots. Also, we offering a marketing service package that would be starting at $300 per month.
So after doing the presentation, I feel kind of relieved and kind of more relaxed. But during the presentation, I was a little nervous. It was really it was an impactful moment of seeing the judges and all the crowd. But I think we did a really good job overall.
I think those nerves have kind of washed now, and I'm just raring to go and get it out the way.
Traffic is slower than ever. Our public transportation system is not providing the answers. Our road infrastructure is insufficient and does not allow for a lot of room for improvement. And on top of this, our environment is being destroyed by vehicle emissions and the development of new roads. Cayman Connected is a mobile app which aims to provide a solution to reduce the number of vehicles on the road, whether that is through carpooling or providing real-time bus information.
Well, that was a bold statement, right? Yeah. So, but we did our research. We looked into data provided by the Cayman Islands Police Service, and we compared it with data from Florida Highway Security Service, Safety Service. And so we ran our own survey and found out that most of the responders work from Georgetown to West Bay, right? So those were 91% of the responders, and 56% of those live past what is the Harley's roundabout. During rush hour, it would take somebody 58 minutes to get to Georgetown, as opposed to 15 minutes any other time of the day.
Cayman Connected will be Cayman Software Factory's first mobile offering. The user-friendly, easy-to-navigate mobile app's main goal is to help tackle our daily commute woes by reducing the number of vehicles on the road while facilitating cost reductions, helping the environment, and social interacting. The free-to-download app will be available for both Apple and Android devices and will contain two core features: carpooling and real-time tracking of public buses with seat availability. However, Cayman Connected has the potential to be so much more, with future plans to add bike and scooter pooling, taxi sharing, a platform to license the use of the app's data, smart in-app marketing utilizing GPS technologies, as well as offering maps, ferry info, school riding, pooling, and so much more. Cayman Connected aims to be the one-stop shop for all Cayman transit needs. Cayman Software Factory is a software development company founded in 2021 by Cayman local residents Emilia Soroloni and Des Harris, who have over 40 years of combined software development experience working for large multinational organizations. The company is focused on developing technology that addresses real issues within the Cayman Islands, frustrated with a lack of mobile apps not available for downloading.
The issue that I have is that I don't find that you're going to reduce the traffic by 50% or simply with software.
The software alone will not address the issue, but software will help. It's a cheap way of of reducing the traffic without spending vast amounts of money on roads which are detrimental to our environment.
It's been a long process, and we feel good that we delivered.
Yeah. Nice. So how was it? Well, I think I was pretty nervous at the beginning, but everything became better.
Yeah, it's the presentation, and I think we were hurried a little bit. I think we lost a little track on time, but that's only because we're so passionate about what we do.
Yeah. We feel excited, we feel nervous, but we are ready to hit this out of the park. $861 billion were made by U.S. merchants last year from online sales. $174 billion were COVID-related sales. And it all comes down to time. The consumers who switched to online shopping during the pandemic, when we asked them why they switched to online shopping, the biggest reason was time. Time is money. We no longer have time to do a lot of things. For example, when we want to go to work, we don't walk, we drive. When we want to talk to our friends and family, we don't mail letters in the post box, we just call them. And when shopping in person became inconvenient, we turned to online shopping. Now, personally, when I was working and attending school at the same time, I had no time to think about anything else. It was stressful, like super stressful. No, seriously, stressful. I'm telling you, I wanted to shop, but I couldn't. And I know other people want to shop, but they can't. Because the big problem is we don't have time. Thinking about browsing stores, checking prices, or worse, being stuck in traffic, going to multiple stores if one doesn't have what you need is exhausting. And as we all know, traffic in Cayman is the bane of our existence. No, seriously, I had one person hold traffic up, and in turn, he only went to Wendy's. Like, it was crazy. I created Cay Delivery to give people like me the time to shop. Cay Delivery, our easy-to-use website, gathers all the local stores in Ireland in one place, saving you time and money. The locals can shop island-wide from the comfort of their own home, and we home deliver straight to you.
Great idea. But I see here that I'm missing a few numbers. For example, you're gonna list products that you're not selling those products. Like if it's from another merchant, it's more like a
so we're more like a middle ground marketplace.
But you are the one processing the payments.
Yes, we'll be doing the deliveries as well.
These fees will be pretty high because you're gonna be paying for the transaction, for every transaction made on your website, and the costs are not here in the first year for the bank charges. Charging the merchants just a fee, it's not healthy. From my point of view, because even if you scale like 1,000 merchants on your platform, you're not going to make enough money to pay for the operation. And for the delivery operation here, I see you probably will have just one driver or maybe two. It's really, really hard for you to scale, but the potential of this product is huge.
Yeah, so what happened is when I initially made the financial plan, I'm not expecting the business to take off right away because there's a lot of marketing to be done. There's a lot of convincing other merchants to trust us with their products and to deliver the service. And the reason why the delivery fee is a fixed fee of $5.99. So it's not a big enough number that it will scare the customers when they're using our product. And after doing the numbers, it does cover our costs over time if we just have one or two delivery drivers. But as you said, we do need more delivery drivers, and that's why we'll have like other goods and services on the product, on the website to cover other costs. So for example, after we settle down, we put our roots in the ground, we're planning to have other things like same-day delivery being a little more expensive when people get more comfortable using our products. We'll start to give advertising charges for people who want to use our website other than using as a merchant place. And we'll have like other services and goods that will eventually join on to make us money. But this is just a rough draft of what
the first year will look like.
Presentations are always a bit nerve-wracking. However, I feel more prepared than I was 1 week ago. I took the time to review the material, read up on several sources to be able to present credible support for the argument of our company, Cayman Transfer. We help to move Cayman. The Office of the Economic and Statistics in Cayman reported over 38,000 vehicles licensed on this island. And we know there is a congestion problem. There's also an importation of over 600 vehicles per month. We cannot continue to import vehicles as a solution to our transportation problems in the island. We must be looking to a technology-based solution that encompasses mass transportation. So we're proposing a solution that includes a comprehensive platform that is a web base as well as an app base. We've already established a prototype that is functioning. So we're looking to connect riders and drivers. It's also cashless.
You'll just be the go-between, and then you'll take a piece of the transaction?
Correct.
Marketing tools. What other way are you going to get the word out?
We have a software engineer that is a specialist in social media. Because we're already in the business, and we have very, very solid key relationships, so we're not looking for people. I think people are more looking for us. So we're bringing them a platform that is free. We're introducing them to technology that they've not yet used. And it is very simple.
And other than just on demand, are you going to have a calendaring service if people want to pre-book?
Of course.
And a rating system, I can rate my favorite drivers?
You can. Yep.
The app is not available yet, right?
The app is not available, but it is functioning.
If you've already got the app functioning, you've got the capital, the vehicle, do you need this, or are you just going to be doing this anyway? Like, seems like you've kind of already got the business ready to go to market. What's stopping you from just getting to market?
There's nothing that's stopping us from going to market because the vehicles are there. And we already have key relationships. We already have buses, we already have licenses, we already have drivers, we already have key relationships with hotels and restaurants. So we could already start a shuttle service between our contacts.
So what would you use the $10,000 from this competition for?
Spend it. Overall, I would say went well. We could always do better, but I would say generally speaking, it went as good as planned.
After pitch day, a grand prize winner was chosen. It was a difficult decision for the panel of judges, and so they decided to nominate 2 runners-up. A creativity award for a novel, inspiring idea was given to Tricia McDoom of Kizen Law for an idea that was considered new and unconventional.
I feel excited and surprised at the same time. I don't really consider myself very creative, and so I'm so pleased, and I'm happy for everyone who has been through the competition, and I'm excited about taking the opportunity forward now.
A Community Impact Award was given to Ryan Zhu of Z Academy for the business idea most likely to have a positive effect on the community.
I'm speechless. I did the worst on-stage speech that I did not expect to win, so I'm still a little bit shocked even right now. But feeling amazing right now.
And the winning team, who took home a grand prize package worth over $25,000, including a $10,000 cash prize, complimentary business setup from HSM Law Firm, a marketing package from Massive Media, and other perks from our sponsors, was BizHub.
I feel very grateful for this opportunity, and we're just looking forward to what's next. We're just ready to get this ball rolling.
Honestly, it's a dream come true. We worked so hard on this, and it was indeed a surprise that we won, but I know that the hard work that we put in and the business idea in general is a good one. So the judges saw that, and we are thankful for them for picking us.
I feel very, very excited. We first, at least for me personally, this competition was just like to push our idea, have something to actually like push us and keep us going. it's kind of nice that all this hard work is a reward at the end for all this hard work. It just motivates me, just want to work harder and see what more rewards we can get out of this, what more lessons. And of course, all the networks that we've made, all the lessons that we've learned in just 4 weeks, priceless compared to the reward. Very grateful for this opportunity.
We want to foster new, creative, innovative ideas so that they have a platform to really spring from. The support, the space, just the network and the environment to be able to support new businesses has been something that we've always been really driving to do.